Hi, and welcome to Massell Creations. We are going to make a Halloween pencil holder today, and I'm not 100% sure how this is going to turn out, but I think it'll be pretty. Hopefully, it'll be pretty. We are going to take some of our blue-purple glitter that we used in our ghost from the last one, and we're going to add just a little bit. I don't want a whole lot. I want to be able to see through this. And we are pouring this in a couple of layers so that we can get all of our little charms to fit into the mold and hopefully stay suspended in the mold where we've put them. Ooh, I might have added too much. There is such a thing as too much glitter when you want to see through it. I have a sneaky suspicion that this is also going to sink, which is going to go to the top of our pencil holder. I'm actually okay with that if it ends up at the top. I don't mind, it's fine. I am going to go ahead and add just a tiny bit of gremlin dust, or crushed crystal to this as well. Here. Just so we have some shimmer throughout our whole piece, just in case all that glitter sinks. Hopefully it doesn't take the crushed crystal with it. I didn't think about that. Just gonna barely dip the tip of that in there. That'll be plenty. And we are going to run this through the debubbler while I put all of our little charms into the pencil holder and get them situated where I think I want them. And we can still see through that, which is exactly what I want. So I am perfectly fine with that. So before I put that in our debubbler, I always like to spray alcohol on it. Then as the bubbles come up to the top, they pop in the alcohol. So a couple of good spritz and we'll be right back. And while that does its thing, we're going to go ahead and take, there's about 15 different charms in this container, and I've already got a couple of them in there, and we're just going to go ahead and place the rest of them in there as well. And they're nice and thick, so they should stay where we put them.
At the end of the hallway, there's a little room of light, glitter, mica powder, resin sparkling so bright. Every pore's a story, every piece a friend. Welcome to our craft room, where the fun never ends. Massell Creations, come and see. Craft and laugh, make memories. From my hands to yours with the love. We're crafting a life we're dreaming of. Colors swirl together, shining from the start. Each project made with patience and a whole lot of heart. So grab your seat and join me, let the good times roll. Crafting side by side, it's glitter for the soul. Massell Creations, come and see. Craft and laugh, make memories. From my hands to yours with the love. Crafting a life we're dreaming of.
I have decided to go ahead and mix it all together. And then I put just a little bit of glue because it was totally sinking to the bottom. I don't mind it sinking a little bit, but it was completely going to the bottom. And I don't want all of it at the bottom. So we are going, I'm hoping this isn't going to be too thick to get around all of our little pieces. This works. I think it's going to be cute as a butt. So on our little pieces that have the little cutouts, the little jagged edges, I'm worried about air pockets getting caught in there because this resin is going to be so thick. So I'm just going to kind of swish it around a little bit. And anywhere I see any pockets forming, I'll go ahead and push it that direction. Let's see if we can just help it get into all the little crooks and crannies. Actually, it looks really good. I'm trying not to move it too much because I don't want to move our little pieces. So this holds exactly 10 ounces, and I think I ended up making like 12. Because I thought I was going to pour it with 2 pieces, but yeah. Okay, I'm going to top it off. It looks good. And I've got about an ounce left, so I estimate about 11. Looks pretty good. I'll go around and I'll pop the bubbles on the top. I do have that dome, so I don't want to use my spray bottle. If you spray alcohol on the top and you have it domed, sometimes you can break that dome and causing it to go over the edges, and I don't want to do that. So it's really good. All right. I'm going to pour the rest of that into something, and we'll come back for the demold. This one's pretty easy. Everything's cured overnight. Take out all our little extras. This first one is a little triceratops, cute as a button. A couple little turtles. Got some over pour. There we go. Couple little baby turtles. Whoop. I don't know where that one went. It was a little butterfly. It's here somewhere. There it is. Landed in my box. And then we have a flower. Wow, turned out gorgeous. I don't see any bubbles. Super pretty. And then I think this is the whale. It is. Cutie patootie. And I had a lot more resin left over than I thought I did. I really thought I was going to pour that into 2 or 3 different pours just because of the depth. And the fact that we had all the stuff in the background. But wow, that's pretty cool. It did sink a little bit. The bottom's a little more purple and not as glittery, but it's not bad at all. We'll just trim up the edges. Okay, that's all of our extras. And typically this I have to unmold against me just because I need the leverage. Let me see what I can do here. Got some over pour there. Oh, sorry. I have lots of bruises. I'm recovering from my surgery, and they did not do so good finding a vein. It took them 7 tries. I've got bruises and marks everywhere. It was brutal, but it's over, thank goodness. Onto the healing, and it'll be fine. So this little section right here is always the portion that everybody I hear from and watch, that's always their concern, is tearing right there. I've never seen it happen to anyone. That's not saying that it can't, but you hear my fan going in the background. That's my air purifier. I don't know why it comes on once in a while and maybe it's telling me I stink. I had a bath, I swear. There we go. Fun little mold. I haven't done this one in a little while, so. Alright, let's see. see how we did. Well, my little pumpkin flipped upside down, darn it. Everything else looks good. I mean, it's got a little bit of glitter and stuff in front of it, but it's not bad at all. And you can't feel the item through the resin. Apparently somebody's outside. Sorry. Other than that one little pumpkin that flipped upside down, that turned out super cute. I love the... Hold on, please. Let me go get them shushed. Okay. There was a squirrel out on the wire. They were having a cow. Anyhow, other than this one pumpkin that flipped upside down, it turned out super cute. I could have probably put a lot more in it. I was worried about him fall. Oh, there's one that got caught behind the... It's fine. But he fell kind of in that little cubby. I've done this before where I UV resined these to the sides, and I could have definitely done that again. I just wanted to see if they would hold. And I think for the most part it did really, really well. And I did not end up... Some of these, sometimes you end up... Well, there's a little bit of a bubble right here. Sometimes you end up with a bubble. There's one right there. On the inside. But this one, these aren't bad. Normally the bubbles are really, really pretty significant on some of these. So I've sent a couple of these back just because they did come back and they were getting huge bubbles in them. These are pretty small compared to what they normally are. Anyhow, what do you think? I like it. I think it's super cute. If I did it again, I would add more of these charms now that I know that they will hold. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't add just a couple more charms to make it a little fuller. And I think it's pretty cute for the holiday. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's project. And we will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.